Part 1. Admin Scorecard Web Platform Training. This session is only for administrators, not for users and viewers. In this session, we will cover how to add or modify accounts, the administrator panel, Manage Scorecard button, Manage Region button, and Manage Category button. How this course works. You will need to open a new window and log into the web platform. You will be navigating back and forth between the training video and the web platform. When you see this screen, pause the video and go to the Scorecard web platform to repeat what you have learned. Then return to the video and click play when you are ready to continue. For training purposes, use the demo site. We have created an admin demo site, which you can access by going to new.demoscorecard.org. The username is admin training with a space between admin and training, and the password is 123456. If you would like a blank scorecard to train people on, please contact us at knowledgehub@alma2030.org and we would be happy to set one up for you. Pause the video now and log into the web platform. Account management. This session will include how to add new accounts, modify existing accounts, deactivate accounts, and resetting account passwords. To add an account to the web platform, you must first activate admin mode by clicking on the wheel to the top right. Next, click on the User Management button located to the left of the admin mode wheel. To add a new account, click on the plus. You must add a username, the person's name, their email address, the preferred language with the option of selecting English, French, Portuguese, or Arabic, their affiliation, meaning where do they work. In the Regions field, you can use the drop-down to select the location that this account should access. If you select the country level, the person will be able to access all scorecards. If you want the account to have access to one particular region, you can select the region from the drop-down. If you would like them to have access to a particular district within that region, click on the region again and select the district, which will appear in the lines below. In this field, you must select whether the account will be a viewer, user, or administrator. Most accounts are viewers or users. You should only have a few administrators, as administrators will be able to make modifications in the system. Regional and district level administrators will only be able to add accounts for their region or district or change the data for their region or district. They will not be able to make changes outside of their location. In the mobile phone section, you must first select the area code for the country, then type the number of the mobile phone. You do not have to start with a 0. Once you have completed all fields, click on Create to add the account. The person will have to check their email and use the activation link to set their password and activate their account. If the person says they have not received the activation email, ask them to check their spam inbox. If they still haven't received it, you can select their name from the list of users and click on Resend Activation Mail on the right. This will send them another email to activate their account. If a person ever needs to reset their password, you can select the account by clicking anywhere on the row and then clicking on the Reset Password button. This will send them an email which they can use to reset the password. If an account needs to be deactivated, you can click Deactivate Account. If you need to make any modifications to the account, click on the pencil, and you will be able to change any of the fields. Then click on Update to confirm the changes. Administrator panel. As an administrator, you will be able to make changes on the web platform by using the panel on this right side. But first, you must always remember to activate Administrator mode by clicking on the top right wheel. Once activated, an admin panel will display on the bottom. You can open or close menu items by clicking once to open and clicking again to close. The admin panel consists of Manage Scorecard, Manage Region, Manage Category, Manage Indicator, Edit Cell, Data Template, and Publish. Let's take a look at each one of these in more detail. Manage Scorecard. Key highlights from this lesson include how to add an entirely new scorecard, how to create a new time period for an existing scorecard, and how to send an email notifying all accounts of an updated scorecard. Let's take a look at Manage Scorecard. From this section, you will be able to add a new scorecard, enable edit mode, disable edit mode, add the previous period, add the next period, edit the current scorecard, delete the current period, or send notifications to all accounts. Let's take a look at each one of these in more detail. If you would like to create an entirely new scorecard, click on the plus. First, you must give your scorecard a new name. Next, select the region associated with your scorecard. If the scorecard applies to the entire country, select Country. Next, you must select the reporting frequency. How often will the scorecard be produced? Every month? Bi-monthly? Every quarter? Semi-annually? Or every 6 months? Or every year? Once that's done, you must select the first period you would like to create. Next, you can use the Formatting tab to change certain features associated with your scorecard. In this first field, you can change the label associated with the national or country level indicators up top. If you'd like, you can also change the label on the bottom for the subnational level indicators from this field. You can indicate with these tick boxes if you would like to show the data source row for the national level on the left or for the subnational level on the right. From this drop-down, you will be able to select in what orientation should the PDF be exported. If I have landscape view, I will have a horizontal paper. If I export in portrait view, it will be vertical. You are also able to lock certain columns. The default is to lock the first column where the regions or org units are, but it's possible to lock more than one column by changing the number in this field. From the Labels tab, you will be able to change the legend labels and the arrow labels, as well as the labels for the different waves. From the Action Items tab, you will be able to change the frequency by which the web platform sends automated notifications for the Action Tracker or the Work Plan Manager. From here, you will see that the default is for the notifications to be sent 7 days before the deadline, 1 day before the deadline, and every 7 days after the deadline if the item has not been marked as completed. You can change any of these fields to change the frequency of notifications. Under Manage Scorecard, there are 2 buttons associated with Edit Mode. By clicking on the red button, your scorecard will become invisible to users and viewers, and it will only be visible to administrators. This is especially helpful if you are in the middle of producing your scorecard, but it is not yet ready to be shared. Once the scorecard is ready, Deactivate edit mode to show users by clicking on the blue button. When you are ready to add the data for a new period, it is necessary to add the period first. You can do that by using the arrows under Manage Scorecard. The left arrow will add a previous period, while the right arrow will add the next period. I can see in my system that the last period in this particular scorecard is Q3 2020. If I am ready to add the data for Q4 2020, I must first click on the right arrow. Then click on Create. Then I can navigate to the Period Selection menu and select Q4 2020. From here, I will be able to add the new data. The pencil, or the Edit button, is used to modify certain features of the existing scorecards. Currently, I am on the RMNCAH scorecard. If I would like to modify certain elements of this scorecard, I can click on this pencil button to change the name of the scorecard, the reporting frequency, formatting, the labels, or the frequency by which the notification items are sent. The orange button under the Manage Scorecard section allows you to delete the current period. If you click on the orange button, you will be asked, are you sure you want to delete the period for this region and all subregions? If you click on Delete, this will confirm and tell the system to delete the period. Please use this button cautiously, as it will delete the data associated with the period. The last button under Manage Scorecard is the Notifications button. If I click on the eye, this will inform all users about an update to this scorecard. By clicking Send, the web platform will send an email to all accounts associated with this scorecard, informing them that they should log into the system to see the new scorecard. Pause the video now and go to the Scorecard web platform to repeat what you have learned. Return to the video and click play when you are ready to continue. You can now pause. Manage region. Key highlights from this lesson include how to add a new region and how to modify existing regions. Now we will look at the Manage Region section of the admin panel. It is important to note that when we say region, we are referring to the org unit. So a region can be the country level, the regional level, district level, or even a health facility. Let's take a look. The plus button will add a new region to the country. The pencil will edit or modify an existing region. The orange button with a trash can allows you to delete an org unit or a region. The button with two arrows allows you to sort the regions in alphabetical order. If I click on the Import DHIS2 Configuration button, this will import the metadata from DHIS2 in order to link the org units and the indicators. Let's take a closer look at each one of these. If you would like to add a new region, or org unit as they are known in DHIS2, you can click on the plus. However, first, it is important to select the parent associated with that org unit. For example, on the first row, we have the country line. On subsequent rows, we can see the regions within the country. If I wanted to add an additional region to this country, I must first select the country, or the parent, then click on the plus. You will notice that there is only one mandatory field, the name. After adding the region's name, you can choose to add a short name or abbreviation, but it is not mandatory. If you have already imported the JSON file from DHIS2 to include the metadata, you will also be able to link your org unit to the org unit from DHIS2. Once that is done, you can click Create in order to add the region. You will notice that the region will appear on the last row of your scorecard. If you would like to add additional org units or sub-units to Region 1, you can select Region 1 as the parent and add the sub-regions to Region 1 by clicking on the plus again. In this case, I will add a district. Once I add subunits to Region 1, I will notice that there is a small arrow that appears, which will allow me to open or close Region 1 to see the subunits. To edit an existing region or org unit, you can use the pencil button. First, you must select the region that you would like to modify by clicking on the row. Then click on the pencil button to make modifications. From here, it's possible to modify the name, the abbreviation, or the linked DHIS2 region. Once you have made your updates, click on Updates to confirm your changes. The orange button under Manage Region with the trash can icon is to delete an org unit. First, I would select the org unit that I want to delete by clicking anywhere on the row associated with the org unit, and then click on the trash can. After I click, the system will ask me if I am sure I want to delete this region. Please use abundant caution when using this button. By deleting a region, all of the data associated with that region for all periods will be deleted from the system. Under Manage Region, you will also find an up arrow and a down arrow. This allows you to shift the order of the org unit. For example, right now, Region 2 is at the bottom of the list. If I wanted to shift the order of Region 2 so that it comes before Region G, I can select the row associated with the region, and then I can click on the up arrow to shift the location of the row one space. If I would like to shift it down, I can use the down button. You can only shift one place at a time. The button with a down and an up arrow allows you to sort regions in alphabetical order. In this example, we can see the regions are not in order. It goes from B to A to C. If I want to put these in order, I can first select the parent, country in this example, click on Manage Region, then click on Sort Regions to change this to alphabetical order. You can see the order has now changed to A, B, C. The blue button under Manage Region, which is labeled Import DHIS2 Configuration, is used to import a JSON file from DHIS2, which allows you to link the indicators and the organizational units in the scorecard. To learn more about this process, please go to the DHIS2 linking videos in this course. Pause the video now and go to the Scorecard web platform to repeat what you have learned. Return to the video and click play when you are ready to continue. You can now pause. Manage category. Key highlights from this lesson are how to add new categories, how to modify existing categories, and how to shift categories right or left. We will now take a look at the Manage Category section of the admin panel. In this section, there is a button to add a new category, shift the order of the column of an existing category, either to the left or to the right, edit the name of an existing category, or delete an existing category. Let's take a look at each one of these in more detail. If you would like to add a new category to your scorecard, it is first necessary to tell the system if you would like to add the category to the top or the national level indicators, or if you would like to add a category to the bottom or the subnational level indicators. You can select where you would like to add the category by clicking anywhere in the section of the scorecard. For example, here, I have selected the subnational indicators. Once I have selected the subnational indicators, I can click on Manage Category and then use the plus to add a new category. Then click Add to add the category into the scorecard. You will notice the category appears as the last column on your scorecard. If I would like to shift my category to the left or to the right, I must first select the category I would like to move, click on Manage Category, and then use the left or the right arrows to move the category in the direction I want. For example, if I would like Category 1 to be shifted to the left of the nutrition category, I must first select the column by clicking anywhere on the column, and then clicking on the left arrow to shift the order of the category. If I would like to modify or edit an existing category, first select the column of the category you would like to change, then use the pencil to edit. From here, I will be able to change the name and confirm my change by clicking on Save. To delete an existing category, first select the column associated with your category, then use the orange button with a trash can in order to delete. After clicking, the system will ask you, are you sure you want to delete the entire category? Remember, if you delete a category, this will also delete all of the indicators within that category. Confirm by clicking on the orange button. Please use this button with caution, as you will delete the data as well. Pause the video now and go to the Scorecard web platform to repeat what you have learned. Return to the video and click play when you are ready to continue. You can now pause. This now concludes part 1 of the Admin Scorecard web platform training.